Hello beautiful people, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel here at Living Raw. For today's video, I'm going to be answering all you guys' questions that y'all submitted to me on my social media accounts to learn all things raw veganism and to learn more personal things about myself. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel here at Living Raw. And to keep up with me daily, don't forget to follow me on social media, on Instagram and Twitter, both at Living Raw as well. Before we get started with this week's Q&A, I want to thank you guys so very much for 2,000 plus subscribers here on YouTube. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. Alright guys, so I'm going to be answering all of your questions on the laptop here. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. But let's get started. Okay, so the first question is from LA Vegan Food Reviewers, and they ask two questions. First is, what advice can you give to people who are starting out their raw vegan lifestyle? And what is your favorite typical raw vegan breakfast, lunch, and dinner meal? So I always say the best way to start a raw vegan lifestyle is to gradually incorporate more raw foods into your diet. Start off by eating at least one raw vegan meal a day, whether that be a fruit juice or a fruit smoothie, a green juice or a green smoothie, or a fruit platter. Start off incorporating this one raw vegan meal into your diet just to ease your way into the lifestyle. In most cases, people don't transition into this lifestyle overnight, and that is completely okay. It's not an easy process, so you want to start off slow and gradually eat more raw vegan meals as you get more comfortable with the lifestyle. If you guys want more tips on how to become a raw vegan successfully in 2021, check out my latest video. I will put the link in the description box. So generally for my raw vegan breakfast, I gravitate towards something that's super hydrating and super refreshing. I'll typically go for a green juice or a green smoothie. So in my green juices, I typically like to add spinach, I'll add celery, maybe some kale if I feel like it that day, or some apple, some ginger, some lime, and cucumber. My typical raw vegan lunch usually consists of a large, berry-licious protein smoothie. So I'll typically add lots of frozen berries like frozen blackberries, frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries, maybe some frozen mango in there. And then I usually add about 1 scoop of Sunwarrior's Tahitian vanilla protein powder that I love so much. Or I'll do 2 scoops of the Sunwarrior's lean meal in the flavor Snickerdoodle. They have other flavors like the salted caramel. That's another one of my favorite flavors that they have, and it's so good. And then I'll add coconut water as my base. If I feel like going for a ginormous fruit platter instead that day, I'll just do a wide variety of my favorite fruits. Some of my favorite fruits are typically mango, or strawberries, or blackberries, raspberries, passion fruit, dragon fruit, some pineapple, whatever I can typically find in season, I will add into my large fruit bowl. For dinner, I'll typically make a large rainbow salad. My salad usually consists of red onions, colorful cherry and Roma tomatoes, rainbow carrots, cucumbers, radishes, scallions, green and red bell pepper, and lots of avocado. I usually add lemon juice, Himalayan pink salt, and black pepper as a dressing, or I'll add a homemade sweet fig dressing, and I typically make that with apple cider vinegar, figs, agave syrup, salt, and pepper. So another go-to dinner choice of mine has got to be my raw vegan soft taco recipe. This recipe is absolutely delicious. I'll add some raw vegan pico de gallo with some guacamole on top of some romaine leaves, and I'll typically top it with extra avocado because I'm literally obsessed with avocado. and I will usually just top this with black pepper and sea salt. All right, next question is from It's Him 86, and they ask, why don't you find it easy maintaining a vegan diet? So for me personally, I do not find it particularly hard to maintain my raw vegan lifestyle, just because I have been familiar with the vegan lifestyle for a couple years now. My vegan journey actually started back in 2018 when I was a cooked vegan. So the transition of becoming raw wasn't difficult because I was already accustomed to eating a lot of plant-based foods. However, in the beginning, prior to my transition to veganism, I struggled a lot making the transition. I found myself craving all sorts of unhealthy foods, like the chicken nuggets at McDonald's, steaks from Red Lobster, Chick-fil-A's milkshakes, like all sorts of unhealthy foods. And it was really difficult. Now, since the transition to becoming a vegan in 2018 to now becoming a raw vegan in the new decade, I don't crave the junk foods and the unhealthy fast foods that I used to previously, and that's made the transition and maintaining the lifestyle a whole lot easier. All right, so the next question is from vegan_equilibrium, and he asks, are you ethically vegan, as in you won't buy, eat, wear, or condone the use of any animal products? The answer to this question is yes. I do consider myself an ethical vegan because not only am I extremely passionate about raw veganism and the power of raw fruits and vegetables and how it can completely transform your body from the inside out, I'm also equally as passionate about animals, animal rights, and am completely against any animal cruelty whatsoever. For that reason, I choose not to buy nor wear anything that comes from animals, and all of my beauty, skincare, and hair products are all vegan and cruelty-free. All right, next is from Luke Reuse, and he asks me, what did you wish you knew before you became a vegan that you learned along the way? So the main thing that I wish I knew prior to becoming a vegan is the importance of supplementation on this lifestyle. Initially, I wasn't supplementing vitamin B12, which is a vital nutrient that vegans, raw vegans, vegetarians need, because of the lack of this vital nutrient in most plant-based foods. As a result of my lack of supplementation, I felt extremely fatigued and just tired all the time. I just didn't feel as energized as I could have on this lifestyle. And then I wasn't supplementing other vital nutrients like iron and all of the other vital nutrients that vegans typically can become deficient in. And so I found myself facing migraine headaches and oftentimes some hormonal imbalances. So I wish prior to becoming a vegan that I knew the importance of supplementation, specifically vitamin B12, because it could have helped save me years upon years of terrible physical ailments. So I have a couple remaining questions here. These questions are specifically from people that requested to remain anonymous. So the first question is, how long have you been a vegan? I have been vegan for 2.5 years now. And I decided to transition into a raw vegan diet in September of 2020. Second question here is, do people tell you that you look like the celebrity Keke Palmer? Yes, I get that all the time. Her and Robin Gibbons. Question number 3 is, what is your most hated vegetable or fruit? I would say, as far as fruits go, my least favorite fruit, I don't particularly hate any of the fruits, but my least favorite would probably be papaya. And I know I'm potentially going to receive a whole lot of backlash for that, but I don't know, papaya and me we just don't go well together. It just really upsets my stomach for some reason. And I don't really like kiwi either. And then as far as vegetables, I pretty much enjoy all of them. And I know that's kind of hard to believe, but I love vegetables. All right guys, that wraps up today's raw vegan Q&A video. Thank you guys so much for those of you that submitted questions. I will definitely be doing more vegan Q&A videos in the future. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification for future videos. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Blooming Raw. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!